The Summer Olympics have kept us busy online. Welcome back to Techstination. I'm Fred Fishkin. Joining us from Google is trends expert Jocelyn Runice. Hi, Jocelyn.
Hi, how are you?
Great. Well, the Olympic Games aren't over yet, but there are some clear favorites people have been searching for. What's been leading the way here?
Absolutely. And as you can imagine, kicking it off with the opening ceremonies, we saw some waves. People were really interested in the countries that were participating. So, for example, how many countries participate. And because countries appeared in the order, alphabetical order, according to their name in French, we saw a lot of in the US how to say United States in French. And then as the different sports and events are kicking off, we've seen some correlating trends as well. So with track and field starting this past weekend, we've seen how many laps is the 1500 meters, or how much does an Olympic shot put weigh? Although I will say my favorite is actually maybe less sports related directly, but there's a swimmer from Norway who is posting on his social media channels about the chocolate muffins in the Olympic Village. So we have also seen a jump in Olympics chocolate muffin recipe as well, which I love.
So, some of the participants, the athletes, have become kind of online stars, right?
Yes, definitely. Yep. And we've seen some top search athletes include Simone Biles, LeBron James. There's also been a lot of tennis with Coco Gauff. And of course, as you can imagine, the gymnastics women as well. So I think I said Simone, but also Suni Lee and Jordan Childs.
And some of the events might be lesser known. Um, and I guess people would spend time trying to learn about them going online.
Yeah, um, definitely. So sports that reach an all-time high in search interest in the US during the games. The number one, which I was also searching, rugby sevens. I've heard of rugby, but I wasn't sure what that sevens part was. A fun aside, it's 7 players and 7-minute halves. And I guess rugby is usually 15 players and 40-minute halves. But we've also seen interest in basketball, pommel horse, and skateboarding as well.
Imagine rugby injuries might be on the list. It
Yeah.
looks pretty rough.
Yeah, definitely.
But then there are the table tennis games and the equestrian competitions. Really, a lot of things that maybe not everybody knows the rules about, etc.
Definitely. And so if you're like me and you want to learn a little bit more, that's why I've actually been using Gemini for that. So something I recently searched was the gymnastics scoring. I'm still used to the scoring where it's out of 10 and you see these scores that look a little different and unfamiliar. But Gemini's been really helpful in that with scoring, or sometimes some of the lingo for some of these sports like surfing or skateboarding. I want to know more. And the Gemini app's been really helpful with that.
And for those who aren't familiar, the Gemini app really available for everybody, and that's the AI offering from Google.
Yep, absolutely. Yes. And can help provide a jumping off point for some of these sports, but also you can help it. Another recent search I've had, I love punny names. So if you're throwing an Olympics watch party or something like that, I think the most recent one I had from Gemini was sand wedges instead of sandwiches for the little snack plate that I put out. So it can just be like a helpful creative starting point for whatever you're looking for.
Tell us more about the most searched for teams and athletes here in the U.S.
Absolutely. So, top shirt sports in the last week are soccer, basketball, artistic gymnastics, golf, and skateboarding. And then when we're talking about events, we're looking at women's basketball, women's beach volleyball, the 100-meter men, 100-meter women, and like I said, the rugby sevens. And then top search teams include the United States, India, North Korea, the refugee Olympic team, and then France comes in number 5 as well.
Really terrific. Are there other related searches that have been trending during the games?
Yes. So we've seen some surges in new sports. So surfing was introduced as an Olympic sport in 2020, and as well as breaking or break dancing, as some people may call it. This is its first year as an Olympic sport, and we've seen some surges in that. And then again, back to that opening ceremony, Lady Gaga became a top trending topic globally after her performance, which was awesome to see. And then Celine Dion was also talked about a lot on search after her performance as well.
Terrific. For more info and maybe to join in here, where can people go?
Google.com/trends, or even the Google homepage. We have a different daily doodle on the Google homepage celebrating different sports.
Terrific. Jocelyn Runice, thank you so much for spending time with us.
Awesome. Thank you.